Our topic for today's lesson is, again, orders of operations. Our objectives are, by the end of this lesson, you will be able to use the order of operations to evaluate expressions. However, today we're focusing mainly on parentheses and exponents. And you'll be able to identify the operation needed to complete various equations. In our last lesson, we learned that when there is more than one operation in the same number sentence or expression, you have to do them in a particular order to avoid confusion and getting different answers. Do you remember what the different operations were? Remember, the operations are, yes, you said it, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, exponents, and grouping. And the order of operation states which operation takes precedence or is taken care of before which other operation. Do you remember from our last lesson the order of the operation? Which one comes first? Remember, think hard. Yes, that's correct. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, or PEMDAS. This helps us to remember that the order of operations are parentheses, then exponents, then multiplication and division going from left to right, and then, yes, addition and subtraction going from left to right. So let's look back at our example. Let's apply these rules to calculate. Remember, PEMDAS. If we're using PEMDAS, which operation comes first? That's correct, multiplication. And if we multiply 9 times 20, we should get 180. Then we are to add that 180 to 15 to give us a total of 195. Excellent, excellent. Now, let's look more at parentheses and exponents. What are parentheses? Well, parentheses or round brackets are the familiar symbols used in pairs to group things together. So when you see brackets, that means group. Now let's look at exponents. What is an exponent? Well, an exponent refers to the number of times a number is multiplied by itself. For example, 2 to the third power. That means 2 times 2 times 2. We're multiplying 2 3 times. Now, let's put it all into practice. Let's look at this. 8 plus 3 times 4 plus 15. Of course, we see our parentheses. We see our brackets. But we know how to do this, right? Why? Because we know all about, yes, you said it, PEMDAS. Good. And based on PEMDAS, we know that we must do our parentheses first. When we do that, 3 times 4 gives us 12. Good. And now, seeing that we have no other operations like division or exponents or no other parentheses, we go to addition. And when we add 8 plus 12 plus 15, we should get a total of, that's correct, 35. You're doing an excellent job, students. Let's look at this one. 30, take away 4, plus 3. Yes, I know you see those parentheses, right? Good. And we're going to use, you said it, PEMDAS. And when we do that, that tells us that we must, that's correct, complete the parentheses first. And when we take 4 from 30, we should get 26. We add that 26 to 3 to give us a total of, yes, 29. Your brain is percolating. You're doing excellent. Let's look at this example. 4 plus 7 times 3. Yes, I see it too. I see those parentheses. So that means we're going to use our PEMDAS. We will deal with the parentheses first. So we add 4 plus 7. When we do that, we get, that's correct, 11. And we multiply that by 3 to give us a total of, 33. You got it. You got it. You got it going on. Let's look at this next one. This one may be a doozy. 5 times 2 to the third power. I know you see that exponent, right? So that means that we are going to use PEMDAS. And when we do that, we deal with the exponent first. That exponent tells us that we're looking at 2 times 2 times 2. 2 to the third power. And that equals 8. How did we get that? Because 2 times 2 is 4. And then 4 times 2 is 8. Excellent job, guys. So now let's set up our problem. Now we have 5 times 8. And I know you know your 5 times table, right? So 5 times 8 is equal to, dun 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 dun, 40. Beautiful job, guys. Let's look at this next one. And I'm just gonna place this exponent right there. So that means we're going to use PEMDAS. And when we do that, we deal with our exponent first. 7 to the second power means 7 times 7. And 7 times 7 is 49. We take that and we set up our sum. So now we have 2 plus 1 times 49. And when we do that, we should get, yes, 52. Excellent job, guys. Let's look at this. Guess what? It's Operation Checkpoint. Can you guess the operation needed to fill in this equation so that the answer is correct? This is putting your brain in tip-top shape. Remember, because there is going to be more than one operation, we're going to have to use PEMDAS. Let's do what we know first. We have 8 times 6, which is 48. 48 and 4 and 2. What can we do with that to give us a product or an answer of 10? I think we should divide 48 by 4 and take away the 2. Why? Because when we divide 48 by 4, we get 12. And when we take 2 from 12, we get 10. Our brain's in overdrive now, hey? Let's look at this one. 8. And then we do something to it with 6. And we do something to it again with 4. And then we divide it by 2 to get 20. This is interesting. Remember? PEMDAS. Once we do that, let's start with what we know. If we divide 4 by 2, we should get 2. So let's set up our equation now. That's more like it. Now, what do I need to do with 6 to 8 and 2 to the 6 to get 20? Let's see. I think we should add the 6 to the 8 and then multiply the 2. But PEMDAS tells us that once we put in those symbols, we actually do the multiplication first. And when we do that, 6 times 2 is 12. We add on the 8. That should bring us back to our 20. Now guys, guess what? It's activity time! See if you can solve these equations on your own. Solve 3 take away 6 take away 2 times 5. I know you see those brackets, right? Yes, the parentheses. Let's remember PEMDAS. What could the possible answer be? If you said 10, you are correct. Let's see how we got that. Remember, PEMDAS tells us that we do the parentheses first. 6 take away 2 is 4. Then we do what? Yes, the multiplication. Once we take that 4 and multiply it by 5, we should now get 20. So now our answer should be 30 take away 20, which would give us 10. Beautiful job, guys. Let's look at this. Solve 5 to the second power plus 16 divided by 2. Yes, I see those brackets too. What could the possible answer be? Remember, you guessed it, PEMDAS. Do you have your answer yet? Yes! Awesome! 33. Let's see how we got that. Remember, PEMDAS tells us that we deal with our parentheses. And 16 divided by 2 is equal to 8. Then we deal with our exponent. And 5 to the second power is the same as saying what? Yes, 5 times 5, which is 25. And when we add 25 to 8, we get 33. Good job, guys. Let's look at this one. 49 take away 21 divided by 7. You can do this with ease. Yes, I see those parentheses too. So we need to do PEMDAS. I'll give you a minute to think. You have your answer yet? I have mine. The answer is 4. Let's see how we got that. Remember, we deal with parentheses first. 49 take away 21 is 8. When we divide 8 by 7, we should get 4. Awesome, awesome, awesome. One last one. Solve this. 32 divided by 2 plus 6 times 3. I see those multiple operations in there. So that means that we must use PEMDAS. When we do that, it should be easy for us to find our answer. Do you have your answer yet? Good job! The answer is 12. Let's see how we got that. Let's look. We deal with parentheses first. 2 plus 6 is 8. We take that now and we deal moving from left to right with multiplication and division because remember, they're at the same rank. So now 32 divided by 8 is going to give us 4. We take that 4 and multiply it by 3 and that would give us 12. You guys did super duper today. Your brain is percolating. Let's do a quick review. Remember, orders of operations help us to come to the same answer when we are calculating multiple operations. The order of operations stand for parentheses, exponents, multiplication and division, and addition and subtraction. And to help us remember this, we can use the phrase, "Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally," or, "That's right, boys and girls, PEMDAS." You did such an awesome job today. I want to thank you so much and see you next time. This lesson was created by Miss Antonia Bain.